Hi guys! So for today's craft with me video, I have a really fun idea. So I was first making these little tickets and I started making them. I made them with like the little ticket stub. So I did perforate the end here, so you can rip this off. I'm not going to because I want to keep them intact, but I did make a few different ones. And so here are all of the same of these, and these are the same here. So I did decorate them. I made them look really pretty. I tried to use stamps that were not officially tickets, but maybe could pass as them. And so I thought these were fun. And so I did add just a tad bit of color with the red and the blue. And so I made all of these the same, all of these the same. And then I thought, you know, just to make them loose like that, I feel like they needed something to sit in. And so I came up with this little matchbook little cover. And so I thought this was so much fun. So you guys remember the matchbooks that I hauled in my thrift video? I'll link that one below in case you guys missed it. It came with a bunch of little matchbooks and I thought that they were so cool. And so when I came up with this idea to make the perforated tickets and the little stub, then I thought, why not make them into a little matchbook? And so here you have this, and you can actually, you know, tear it, rip it out. Now for the new tickets that we're going to make, because I didn't make these specifically for the little matchbook, I think I'm going to make them smaller so that it's not something that you're going to want to pull out, because these are decorated. I think these are really cute, but I want to kind of get an idea of how I wanted to make them. And so these will sit inside this little flap, and then this will close in here. So I thought that was so much fun. So we're going to go ahead and make some more of the tickets and then make the little matchbox. I keep saying matchbook cover. So with these, I made them from this, I got this stamp set from Hobby Lobby, and I got them when they were on clearance, and I think I got them for like $1 or something. And so I just wanted to try something that weren't really tickets, and so I was just trying it out with these. So if you guys don't have, which I'm going to use right now, is the Tim Holtz Ticketbooth, I'm going to use these. And so I'm just gonna do one set just because I want to make the cover too. But if you guys don't have these, use any stamp that you have that resembles any type of ticket. And it doesn't even have to be a ticket, you know what I mean? It could be whatever. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Ticketbooth stamps. And so what we're gonna do is, aside from that, I am using my paper that I got from Walmart that had the different packs, the different colors in them. So I'm going to use that, which is the same color that I used here. I really like this color. And I'm also using my perforated tool from Tonic, the Tim Holtz perforated little mini tool, and I'll link this below. All the supplies that I can link, I will in the description box below. And so I'm going to use this to perforate the stub part of the ticket. And then let's see, I will probably just corner around just the flap part of this. Everything else I don't think I will. Now for the little notches here, you can use any type of little hole punch that you have, paper punch. I'm going to use my Crop-A-Dile only because my normal paper punch, my little hole punch, it's a lot bigger and I wanted it smaller. And so I'm using this one, and I am using the bigger size, but even the bigger size of this is still smaller than the regular little hole punch. So there you have it. I'm using my paper cutter, and of course your stamps, your inks, and I will be distressing, so I will be using I will be inking around the tickets as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out one of the tickets and see which one I want to use. I do want to make a smaller one. So let's see. I think I'll probably just use maybe this Market or the Paramount Theater. Market Square Theater. Let's just use this one, the Paramount Theater. And so we are going to just kind of measure off. Let me get my stamps out of the way. We are going to measure off just a little bit from the bottom, and then we need to have it just a tad bit taller on the top so that we can make strips. And then we can go ahead and use the perforation tool. So let's see how far I want it. I want the stamp pretty much, you know, with a little bit of a border. And then I'm thinking maybe half of this. So maybe right here. So I should do it this way so I'm not making so many. If I do it long ways, I'm going to make too many. So let's do it this way. Again, if you guys want to make more, you know, then be my guest and make as many as you'd like. I'm going to go up to maybe, it's probably 3/4 of an inch higher than my actual stamp. So, but of course your guys' measurements could be different. So you guys do you and do whatever size you guys want to customize it to. I'm going to go ahead and do this and cut a strip. And this is all I'm going to use for right now. So we'll move that out of the way, move this out of the way. And then we can go ahead and I could just go ahead and stamp, or I can just cut my strips now. What do you think would be easier? So let's see. I'll probably do maybe 1.5 inches. So we'll do it in 1.5 inch strips. Okay, so we'll probably end up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get 6 little tickets. So let's go ahead and cut these up. Make sure, yeah. And then we can always erase our little measuring lines. These are going to be so much fun, and they're really easy, guys. This is going to be a super simple little project. And I'm so excited when I hear from you guys telling me that you guys were making some of the projects with me. It's so cool because, you know, you do these projects not knowing if people are actually going to try and make some of their own. So it's really cool to hear when you guys, you know, comment and say, oh yeah, I made some. They were so much fun. So that alone is awesome. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and, I don't know why this one came out just a tiny bit smaller, but that's okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get my little inking block. Let's use my archival because, you know, we gotta be fancy with the good ink. And then we're just gonna stamp. There. Now I have this a little further away from me, so bear with me if I'm not exactly in the middle. So we're just gonna stamp all of these. Okay, let me move these out of the way. And I'm just gonna keep stamping. Perfect. Just gonna keep stamping these guys. It's kind of hard to see when you're when it's a little further away from me, but we make do just so that you guys can get a better angle of what I'm doing. And of course, they don't have to be all the same. You guys can mix them up and make a bunch of like a pack of different ones. But just so that I don't have to keep switching them out, we're gonna go ahead and use the same one for all of them. You can make like a set of 3 and do this whole matchbook cover for it. So that is another option, which would be super cute. But we're not going to do that today. We're just going to do the regular little one because I like the thinness of it, and I think that they're going to look really cute like an actual matchbook. So I think that would be fun. So now we got to just put like a little number stamp on top. But I think what we're going to do first is let's perforate them. Let me get my little metal ruler. So let me close this up first, but we're gonna try to get them perforated at the same spot on each one. So I am going to measure it and just eyeball maybe 3/4 of an inch. So where's my little tool here? Because let's do it this way. Because I want it to be, I'm gonna put it right in the middle here. I want it to be just a little bit above. So these little squares are 1/2 of an inch. And so I'm gonna do half of a square. So now I just need to make sure that they're a little bit even, and then we can go ahead and perforate them. See? Now that they're perforated, you see that? Then we'll do all of them first, and then we'll cut the little notches on the side, on both of the sides, so that it actually looks like an actual ticket. And then we'll ink them up. But these are going to be so cute in the little matchbook cover. Oh, I didn't even go through that one. I don't even know how that even happened. Okay, so let's try that again. There it goes. Okay, you guys can fast forward this if you need to, just so that I can go ahead and go through all of these. Otherwise, you can keep watching and listening to me ramble on. Is that the word? Just so that I can keep going. I have just as I'm doing this, I have a Band-Aid on my thumb. So let me tell you what happened on my last Craft With Me video, making the junk journal, the project journal. I hope you guys watch it too, because it actually came out a lot better than I thought it would. So I'm really proud of myself for it coming out so well. But I was using my little rotary cutter, the blade, the round blade one, to even off the side pages. And because I don't edit, and you guys know that this is as real as it gets, I ended up, I was like, oh, I almost got my finger. I did. I ended up getting my finger. And so I was like, oh no. So I was trying to hide it. So there's that little behind the scenes. I ended up getting a little bit of my nail on my thumb. So there you have it. There's a little behind the scenes of when I was making that project journal. So there you go. Okay, now right in the middle of the perforation, we're just going to do the little notches. And so it's pretty much half of what your what the little hole makes, okay? So, and sorry for my squeaky Crop-A-Dile, but I have to make sure that I'm looking at this carefully. I should have put my other glasses on, my crafty glasses, because those are a little bit stronger than my everyday ones. I don't want to, I could try to do multiple at a time, but I want to make sure that I get them exactly where I want them. And so since I didn't measure them all out, the perforation might not be exactly in the same spot. So that's why we're doing one at a time. Just a little. Okay. So now let's ink them, and then we'll go ahead and we'll ink them, and then we'll go ahead and stamp that top part, and then we'll make the cover. How easy is that, right? Make sure when you guys ink them, make sure that you guys fold the perforation just a tiny bit, just so that you can show that little perforation line. And so like that, it's easier if you guys were to either, you know, put them in a journal that you guys are maybe making, or you guys are gonna gift it in Happy Mail or something. I hear people do Happy Mail a lot. That sounds like fun. And so you want to make sure that they could see that there's some type of perforation there, so that they can actually rip it if they wanted to. Now, things like this, projects like this that I make, sometimes it kills me to actually go through all of that work and not use them as they're made to or intended to. Let me take that little piece off. And so, but because they're so cute and I don't want to use them, or I don't want to use them up, and so supposedly that's why I try to make a bunch. But either way, I feel like, oh, I don't want to rip them. I feel like it's just cute the way it is. All right, last one. I'm not going to ink the back. You can if you want, but I am not. Okay, now we can put our little, now you don't have to, we can only do the top one because that's the only one that's going to show, because we are going to be stapling this down to the back side of the cover. So I am going to staple them. With this one, I did use 2 staples. With this one, because they're a lot smaller, I'll probably just do 1 staple. So you can just do 1, or you can be really picky like I am and staple and stamp the tops of all of them. So guess what? That's what we're doing. We're gonna stamp all of them. So let me find a stamp that actually fits that little spot. Let's see. We should probably do this one from Centric, and something that says number, serial number. That might be cute. Or let's see, I think this one, it says number 5. Yeah, this one. This one's the number 5726 original. So let's use that. That'll be cute. And it'll take up most of the space too. So it won't be so, sorry, I'm reaching behind me. It won't be so empty. So we're just gonna quickly add the little stamp on the top of all of them. Again, not a necessity, but very cute. Super cute, right? These are going to be fun. Ooh, that one came out just a tad bit crooked. Come on, girl. Don't try to go too fast. last couple ones. Again, this is optional, but I feel like they all have to be the same. Okay. Let me wipe this off, and then we'll get to the matchbook part. Let me put this back before I lose it. Okay, we're done with the stamping. So now I'm just gonna get one of my little, do I have any here? Let me put this away. Don't need that anymore. I'm gonna get one of my little paper clips just to kind of get these in a position where I want them. Now again, if you want to be super detailed, then you can measure specifically, but look, mine are not going to be exactly even. But what do we say? Perfection is overrated. Okay, so now I'm gonna move my stamps out of the way. And now what we're gonna do is you get your favorite scraps. And of course, mine are the Tim Holtz scraps. I even have a little folder for it. So this could be this side. So we can cut this down. And so I am gonna leave, ooh, 1/4 of an inch, maybe, around all the sides. And so this could be the back. And then let's see what I want for the flap. What is this one? Because the flap is gonna be like more of it, I'm trying to think, you know what? This one might be perfect, because I still have to make the bottom flap. So I think all I'm going to do with this is just leave a little bit of a border on top and then maybe on the side. So I'm just going to make a little mark there. So let's cut this down. And then let's see, we want to fold it, but I don't want it to be folded all the way down. I think this is good. You want just, again, maybe like 1/4 of an inch from the bottom, because this is what we're going to do. We're going to fold this up because this is going to be the bottom flap here. And what I did was I just put a line of glue exactly on the fold, you guys. Am I even in frame? I'm so sorry. But we're going to put just a line of glue on this fold. A thin little line of glue. And glue it shut. Okay? We're going to hold this down just for a second, just to make sure that it gets really well. And then that's going to be our little tuck for that cover part that's going to flap over. So let me go through my pieces and see what I want to use as the flap and what's actually, ooh, this will be fun. Is that too much? The numbers and the flap and the letters? But that would be fun. I like that a lot. Okay. So this is what we're going to do, because that part is going to be, let me just even this off. This part is going to be folded over. So here what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead, stick these in. Okay. I should have made it just a tad bit longer, but that's okay. It fit barely, you guys. So make sure, because of how many tickets you have, it's not gonna go down all the way. So just learn from my mistakes. Okay, I'm gonna get my mini stapler and staple that down. So there we have it. Okay, so for future reference, okay, you guys might want to make this a little bit longer, but we're gonna make do with mine because I don't want to do it again. And then, so I mainly make this flap to come over so that it is gonna cover this, but I'm gonna get something to flatten that out so that it's not so bulky. We're gonna flatten out my little staple. There, much better. Okay, so now making sure that you have your paper gonna be right side up. So the back is not gonna be on the right side. We could do it this way and have it like this, and then we can decorate it. I think I like that better because the inside would be fun, so that it's just not so busy. You know what I mean? I'm thinking that this is probably going to be better. Excuse me. I'm gonna mark it so that I know exactly where I need to cut, and it's going to be right inside that line, barely inside. And then we're going to go ahead and trim it. Then I want it to where it covers it just a tiny bit. But when we fold it, we want to leave a little bit on the top. We don't want to fold it all the way down where it's going to hit your tickets. So leave just a tiny bit, and I'm going to show you. So we're going to leave this here. The fold is here. Do you see that? And this is how much I'm leaving. Okay. So this is how we're going to do it. And just to make it a little fancy, let's corner around just this back. And let's see, wait a minute. I need to measure. I need to measure this. And so it would probably be right underneath that Z is where I see it. So let's measure that and see, make sure that it fits pretty well. So it's going to be right on this green line here, right underneath the Z. And then let's see how that works. Yeah, looks like it'll work perfect. But it's going this way. Get it right, Maggie. Get it right, girl. Okay, perfect. So it's going to go in here. And then we're going to glue. Ooh, fun. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's go ahead and glue. Now again, I'm not doing it all the way. That crease is not going to hit the top of your tickets. So let's put that down. Make sure that we have it even. Looks good. Almost done. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? And then I think I still want to corner around with the smallest one right here. Did I do that right? Yeah. Now, let's just ink just a little bit just around this top flap. And maybe the sides, because, you know, I don't like to see white. But I think other than that, we have a little bit of glue seeping out right there. But no worries, we got it covered. And voila, There it is. Let me move this stuff out of the way. How cute is that, you guys? We can add little stuff to it if we want to. Should we? Should we decorate it a little bit? I think that would be fun. Let me move this stuff out of the way. So to see if we can maybe decorate just a tiny bit, not too much, because we still want it to look like a matchbook, right? But how cute is that? Then you take it out. Make sure that I did all of these in the same, yeah, I did. I didn't even pay attention. I was like, oh my gosh, what if I put some upside down? But no, they're right. They're on the right side. But there it is. Oh, how cute. How cute. Maybe just a couple little things. Let's get our little snippets. Let's see. Is there anything in here that I want to use? Just a tiny little snippet thing. Maybe that little envelope would be cute. And of course, a number. We have to have a number, because what if we did that? Do we dare put like a little picture? No, this one's too big. There was another one. I thought there was another little picture in here. That's cute. But no, that's too... It's not narrow enough. I'm trying to see if there was another little picture. Look at this guy. That would be cool. I like it. Let's do that. We're just going to ink a little bit. Let me get this. That is so cute. I'm just going to ink it really quick, and then we'll put it on, and then that's it. I'm not going to bother inking the back. I'm just getting rid of the whites of my little snippets here. Let me get my glue back out. Let me put this away. Okay. So I think we're putting this down first, and then we're going to cover the top just a little bit. Let me move this way. I really like this picture on here. I just think it looks so cool. I'm glad we did the green, the solid green on the outside, and then when we flip it open, it's going to have that really pretty decorative side instead of covering that, right? Okay, put that right on the top. And then we're going to put our little number 4 right in the middle. Yeah, I like it. Let's do it. Put it right a little bit higher, maybe right there. I did not get that corner, did I? There it is. It might seep out just a tiny bit, but that's okay. I think I'm going to grunge that number 4 because it's too bright for me. I feel like it stands out too much. There. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is that too cute? And then look, we have the pretty letters, and then we have your cute little stamps, little tickets, and there you have it. And then you just slide them back in. slide this back in. And there it is. The back doesn't even need anything. All of that is beautiful. I could add a little something there, but we're not gonna. No. This is pretty just as it is. So here's this one, and this one was my original. And this was just kind of a trial one, but I still like it. I still like it. I could decorate on this side just because it's plain here and all of the fun stuff is on the outside. But there it is. So again, you can use any type of stamp, decorate it up a little bit. I did a little bit more because, you know, this isn't technically a ticket stamp. And so, but there it is. You can use any type. And then use up your scraps, guys, to make your little covers, your little matchbook covers. But I am so happy. I'm so happy with the way it came out. I'm going to cover up my other ones that I made, these other two, so that I can get a really cute picture of for my thumbnail. But that's it, you guys. How fun was that, right? Super fun, super cute, little tiny little thing. But I just thought that it was a lot of fun to make. So I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys will give it a try and make them. And again, you can customize the size. You can make, you know, multiple, like a one big one, and the matchbook cover, and just, you know, put more of the tickets. So, but I mean, man, you could pretty much do whatever. But I like the way this looks with the individual one. So, but that's it. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that jazz. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.